Welcome back. We know how much you all love food, and we know how much you all love to see us make food using our off-grid kitchen setups. Today we're going to make 5 different meals using 3 different methods of off-grid cooking. We'll cook inside on the wood stove, outside on the propane stove, and we'll even cook using our solar-powered electric appliances. Take a minute to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and let's get into it. We'll start with breakfast on the wood stove. I like to make oatmeal inside on the wood stove in this tiny ceramic pot. This little pot retains a lot of heat, and if I use it outside on the propane stove, it often gets too hot and burns whatever's inside, so I just leave it inside on the wood stove. The wood stove has a nice and consistent, generally medium-low heat. When the water's boiling, I add the oats and cook it for around 10 minutes. When it's ready, I add salt, some dates that look and feel like giant raisins, but they are actually deliciously sweet sugar bombs, nut butter, cinnamon, and a little maple syrup. And if I have it on hand, I'll add vanilla and blueberries or bananas. I try to eat all my meals, but especially my breakfast outside with no screens. I'm seeing a naturopath who says your body is more easily able to digest when your mind is only focused on your food. Barron's breakfast is far simpler than mine. Our little water boiler takes more electricity than anything that we power, but it only runs for a couple minutes at a time, so it hardly puts a dent in our solar storage. Barron prefers to drink his breakfast, though I wouldn't say he even calls this breakfast. He's always preferred intermittent fasting through the mornings ever since he was young. He adds a mix of cacao and spices and some fat to his coffee and blends it together. The fat keeps him satiated and the coffee and cacao keep him stimulated. We typically only make one legit shared meal a day. This is due to limited room to store ingredients, limited space to cook, and limited area to store leftovers. We're on our own for breakfast, eat a late lunch or early dinner together, and then snack in the evenings if we're still hungry. We found this vegan mac and cheese on sale at the store and decided to try it. Cashew sauces can actually be pretty good. With this mac, I am making some sautéed spinach, first browning some garlic and bacon fat. I add a ton of spinach, as much as my cast iron pan can hold, because it cooks down to next to nothing. In just a few minutes, once it's soft and has lost volume but still retains all of its vibrant color, I remove it from the heat. I add some green onion and a little salt, and that's it for a healthy, delicious side dish. I add a couple cans of chicken to the mac and not cheese. We don't use canned chicken so often anymore now that we can buy fresh chicken locally, but canned chicken is a great hack for traveling and camping. Next goes in the cashew sauce and some green onion. We add salt, pepper, and garlic salt to finish it off, and
I feel like it could use some cheese.
I think it's good. It's not mac and cheese, but it's good pasta.
Yeah, I think the chicken definitely helps it out. What are you doing over there, Cam? What are you doing?
we feel absolutely so fortunate to have a freezer we can fill with incredible foods. It looks packed because we still have 2 deer hides at the bottom waiting for warmer weather for brain tanning. At the top, we've got some bison, some chicken, and some lake trout, but what we're after is this venison roast. We bought an Instant Pot specifically to cook these venison roasts. Slow cookers take far too much power for our solar setup, and the Instant Pot only pulls a heavy amount as it's loading up pressure for pressure cooking. First, I turn the thing onto saute mode and add some oil. Then I brown each side of the roast. Everyone says to do this. Supposedly it retains moisture in the meat. I don't know. I add some rosemary, thyme, green onion, salt, and a little extra bone broth, maybe a couple cups total, and put the lid on. If you're new to this device, make sure to close the valve before cooking, or else you'll come back to a spewing pot that should have been done but never got up to pressure, and your entire off-grid office will be wet, steamy, and smell like soup for weeks. We pressure cook for 2.5 hours, and it pulls almost 900 watts for the 10 minutes or so as it builds up pressure. At the end of the 2.5 hours, I take the pot outside to quick release the pressure. I've got some chopped up garlic, onion, carrots, and potatoes, and add this to the pot. Close the lid and turn the pressure cook setting on for 15 minutes. At the end of this long but incredibly easy process, you will have the most tender, delicious roast of your life. Maybe. Good luck.
You want pepper?
I don't really like pepper.
I know, I don't understand.
I like a little bit sometimes.
That's really good.
So good. What are you making here?
Some dillers with the venison, ground venison, some peppers and onion, cilantro, and cheese. We've been making venison in like bigger batches, the ground venison, and then keeping it in the cooler for a few days, and then we can just whip up quesadillas whenever we want, and it's been really nice. We've been grating our own cheese too, which makes it marginally more delicious.
1000% more delicious. I love freshly shredded cheese. Yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you. I get the first one.
Of course.
Thank you very much. Quesadillas are so good. So good.
We got something stupid.
It's not stupid, it's root beer.
What's sugar? Sure, it'll be delicious though.
The coolers went out, the compressor on the cooler, so we couldn't get ice cream. We wanted to have root beer floats.
That's really good.
Ooh, that's good. That's very good.
I don't think I've ever had Virgil's, have you?
I don't ever buy root beer. I don't even know what brands of root beer there are.
Barks.
A&W.
Yeah.
I didn't used to like root beer as a kid. That was another thing that my siblings liked that I didn't. I'm just a lone wolf. Black sheep.
Youch.
It's a nice spatula you've got there.
Yeah, it's super good. Sharp. Looks great.
And there you have a delicious set of meals you can try at home. Or replay the video if you like the idea of these meals but you're not going to cook them. We would absolutely love it if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we know that you would love it too. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.